notification. Now broadcasting. Win notification. Screenshot captured.
Back.
What's up, Dan?
Time for football now from Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today, a good matchup here in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos.
6, Denver Broncos.
Win notification. Screenshot captured.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big. He's mobile. He can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down. In motion goes Cooks. On first down, Allen. Cooks able to pull that one in. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bills first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On third down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make open.
And he's going to have the Bills first down, as this defense is too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Bills first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space. And
oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. D.J. Jones in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
the best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit-and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. Here's a shot toward the end zone. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And 3rd down coming up.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Yeah, and a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Raiders kick is good. And the Bills are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 4. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down as he gets up past the 35.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
At the 43-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 3. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the
These third down
42-yard
conversions
line.
are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the give, this is Harvey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 23, here's second down and 6. They send Sutton in motion. Second down, Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Smart decision there on first and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up second and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Next, from the gun, on third down. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to fourth down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Bills offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. They bring their tight end right. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Patrick Surtain takes the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. Off the RPO that's going to be caught by Cooks. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's 1st and 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on third downs.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. In there to drop that time. It's a loss of 7.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. And they are facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and long. From the gun, here is Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
12 yards. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Oh, a loose football. The Bills have got it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. This pass right side, taken in by Cooks. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's good for a
It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Buffalo.
A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
In motion goes Cooks. On first down, it's Allen. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal, Buffalo.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Play action. Here's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are out to a 10-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Throw it, Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Shaq Thompson comes up with the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run here with Harvey. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line for the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll take this down inside the 30. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll get this out wide. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
2nd and inches. Draw play here for Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
They send Sutton in motion. Forced to his right, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. Broncos are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bills 10, Broncos 7.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He keeps it himself.
Josh Allen. A gain of 6. And
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
On 1st down, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 30-yard line.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down, they need 7. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing again is Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Allen to throw again. That's complete to Coleman. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey, and he'll get about 5.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first one.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. They'll be marked down very close to the first down. They got 14 to the 15 that they needed. It's going to set up a manageable 3rd and short. They'll go with the sneak. And he's got good work there to take it to the 47. and set up first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Broncos.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He connects with Mims. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
16 more yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to R.J. Harvey. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Bills' 15-yard line.
It is second and 6. Again, it's Harvey. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
A run on first and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyler Bidet. Touchdown, Broncos. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
14. Bills 13.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. Back into the hands of Shakir. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Good for Bills. 1st down. A gain on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Broncos 14.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Denver first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get 24 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
First and goal at the
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Denver.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Broncos will even the score. It's now 21 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A return. Here comes Davis. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Allen now on 2nd down. Low. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 33 yards.
Look at the deep layers that they put into this defense. They're trying to say, hey, you don't get enough depth. We're going to throw this ball over your head. But once a defense takes that deep passing game away, look at this space between the running back when he gets the ball and the front line of defenders trying to chase him. That's what allows for this big pickup after the catch. Great play design.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Hicks, now to throw it here on 1st down. Got room past the 35. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for a
What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down.
At the 41-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
2nd down. Mix. That's caught right side. It's Franklin.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A run once more, that's Harvey. Down the sideline, inside the 25. What a run, he brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hicks to throw. And he's into the end zone. Roy Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Broncos go up by 7, 28-21.
Bills 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Johnson now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. In motion goes Cooks. Allen going to give it to Cook. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Cook. The tackle him at the 48, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. It's a gain of 10.
Best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back, big pickup.
Nick Bonito on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. So now they'll throw it with Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
First down, Bills.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you. That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On first down, Allen. He's got his big tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and running back R.J. Harvey heading back to the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with first down. They'll throw. It's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Back to throw is Nix. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Daquan Jones getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be third and a mile.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for third and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on second down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. Now Nick's gonna look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen for Harvey. And he's gonna be taken down. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. Deep to return, Khalil Shakir. Crazy. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
In middle, he's got to complete to Cole. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Now, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. A run, this is Gilliam. And he's going to pick up the first down. He'll get down to the 15-yard line. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Plenty of time, all three timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Cook, and he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
Still first down.
So after the penalty, a break as they now have 1st and 5. He'll run with Cook. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Cook. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills will go up by 7.
Broncos 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
brings up
Nice example
second
there,
and
Mike,
10
of the quarterback
at the
just being
24-yard
smart with the
line.
ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Here we go. One final play. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So a road win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.